This is the official video. This is real. This is official. It's not a re-upload. Let's see if it sounds just as bad as I thought. They got to come up with a YouTube premium option for audio, by the way, for people uploading music videos. We shouldn't be this compressed, bro. Let's see if it sounds as bad. When they start singing, you're going to hear a lot of MP3 rasterization. Whoa! That was April from Steel Toe.
Pretty girl, all she ever do is take selfies. So she only fucking with a nigga cause I'm wealthy. Back when I was broke, I couldn't find no one to help me. Now it ain't a motherfucking thing.
People probably can't even tell because they're so used to hearing such crap. Yeah, it's got like, I call this a digital lisp. It's similar. If you listen to the Donald Trump x Elon Spaces from the other day, where they both agreed that over 300 million people were watching live. If you listen to that, you probably heard the digital lisp on Donald Trump. This is where your audio is so bad that it creates a lispy sound on the S's. And that's what this entire song uploaded to YouTube sounds like here.
I can tell me, gang got the rhythm, make the ladies go crazy. Dollar got a stroke, make her wanna have my baby.
Look at that.
He got a baddie on the couch with him right now. Hit that pussy good, I'ma put her on a flight. On side, when I see you, it's on side. When your man ain't
listen how bad this song is, even when Kanye comes in.
I might be that somebody else for real tonight. Tell her you ain't coming home tonight, and you won't be alone, no lie.
This is like a reverse de-esser. They turn this thing all the way up. Right now, you're just hearing a... Right? Why is this allowed? I'll tell you why it's allowed. They're letting black people produce their own music in their own homes.
Hey, you know I'm a slide.
Let's go, drop it. They have a big problem dropping their...
Baby, would you ride with me? Slide.
This is the whole song.
Slide. Would you ride? Baby, would you ride for me? She know what I like. Get me in a twilight. Headed to the high.
Renee D'Ambrosio.
Like eyes wide shut, but I slide in it like a
Colin Crowley.
The industry don't like me. Tell them pussy niggas likewise. They try to hit me with the side nine.
There it is, new Kanye West. Now, people might be going, Mike, why is his music so terrible now? Why is it all like this? Why can't he get away from this Ty Dolla $ign, this very tall man? Well, we have some breaking news thanks to Milo Yiannopoulos. I got to show you this video. This was heartbreaking to hear. Milo... remember, he used to work with... I can't even believe this really happened. I can't believe there's a timeline where Milo Yiannopoulos and Nick Fuentes, who's...
Why is it being Jewish an insult to you, Nick?
They worked for Kanye West. They both worked for him and hung out with him and were in videos, walking to cars, holding laptops with Kanye West. I can't believe that happened. Well, what happened? Why did he get booted from the Kanye camp, Jules?
I think Milo is saying that he himself left because of a number of reasons, including this. One of them was the porn he didn't want to be a part of, and also this.
All of a sudden he didn't want to be involved in porn. Yeah, tell that to Lucian Wintrich. Redbar listener Lucian Wintrich, who I have the pleasure of snorting Adderall with in a public restroom in New York. That's Indie Sleaze, right?
Yo.
How cool is that? I had the opportunity to hang out with a gay Republican Stop the Steal. This is a best friends of Ally Alexander from Stop the Steal, who is right now in Guantanamo Bay being raped in a pyramid. The cough button. Wow, Jules used the cough button.
No, sorry.
I'm with Lucian Wintrich at a Red Bar event, and we're snorting Adderall off the toilet there. Toilet top. Okay. Well, because there are people out there that would do something like that on the seat.
I think it was the
There
sink.
are people out, I got to bring this up almost every episode. There are people who, when they need to throw up, They decide to go to the public restroom and put their hands on where the two cheeks rest on the seat and put their head by the bowl so that they can puke. Well, maybe you don't even need to puke. Maybe you're nauseous because you have your head in the toilet. Always puke in the sink. There's no bending over. There's no sitting on the bathroom floor. There's no putting your head next to where the diarrhea was formed. You stand up, puke in the sink. What do you think's going to happen? You've seen washing a plate off in the sink, right? You've seen putting the green beans and the mashed potato remnants down the sink, right? What do you think your puke is? Giant squares of plastic that refuse to go down drains? Puke in the fucking sink, twink. And that's what I said to Lucian Wintrich. Now, Milo had sex probably with Lucian. I don't fucking know. He's gay. Lucian Wintrich is gay. They're voting for Trump, or they're campaigning against him now with the Groypers, which I put out a threat to Trump this week. I said, change your policy, do Project 2025, or I will send the Groypers out to every swing state, and I will make sure we vote for RFK Jr. Yeah. Okay, let me show you this piece of news. Next up, wait till you hear this. This is from Milo Yiannopoulos. What should I do? Tweets or video or what?
I've got some of Milo's tweets about it. I got a news video. I got some pics of the parties involved. I got a little video. I got some texts. I got the whole story.
Yeah, so what should I do? Milo spills?
Yeah, you could just read the first tweet from Milo to get some background.
We love Milo here. Milo loves Redbar, and Milo knows Redbar. Did you know most people online know about Redbar now? It's pretty exciting to me. And they all seem to like me. From every side of the world, from up, down, to Indian to Negro. They all seem to love and understand me more than anyone else, which is very nice. It's everything I've always dreamed of. Milo Yiannopoulos, a.k.a. at Nero.
Classic.
And it's like, guess what, guys? I don't know what that reference is. And I refuse to learn. And I refuse to know about Greek culture. There is a reason Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, is no longer capable of successfully releasing music or clothing. In fact, there are several reasons. But the most serious and the most recent is his dentist, Thomas Connolly. Thread. I know that. That's that icon. That's that thread. That means there will be more. Now, where do I go down here? Connolly got Ye hooked on nitrous. Laughing gas. So he's saying Kanye's dentist, who is way cooler than Kanye's personal trainer. And remember, people go, Mike, why did they put Kanye in a mental institution? Well, you can't throw a 20-pound dumbbell at a trainer. That's what I think. I don't know if that's true, but in my mind, Kanye threw a dumbbell like this at the trainer, and the trainer went, "Oh, what are you trying to kill me?" And then it went medicine ball back and forth. It turned into a good workout, but Kanye just kept growing fatter and fatter in the thighs. So then he got liposuction. But look at this. Connolly, the dentist, got Kanye hooked on nitrous, laughing gas. It is my belief that Connolly sought to diminish Ye's mental facilities so that Connolly...
Faculties.
Oh, faculties, okay. So that Connolly and his business associates could extract millions of dollars from him. I love this. And by the way, famous people get the most scammed out of anybody else. I mean, they're all getting scammed. Every famous person you ever met has at least 6 people running a con on them that they think is all fun and their friends and everything. Earlier this year, I uncovered the fraud and intervened. Ye, hooked on nitrous, blew up our relationship on purpose by proposing something he knew I'd have to resign over because I had told him so. The resurrection of his longtime idle fantasy of making porn. Oh, yeah, that's so bad. Oh, yeah. Oh, porn is so gross. It is. Thomas Connolly is a dangerous predator who targets African-American celebrities, into whose mouth he puts fake diamonds, as I suspected he did to Lil Yachty. You know, you shouldn't even know who Lil Yachty is Milo. That's that's a different universe. He must be stopped. I filed a complaint with the California Dental Board last week to that end. Anything else from here?
There's his big long affidavit that he found that's miles long.
And he's doing all this with a smile and a smirk, and he's having fun. Here's an audio version that includes... Okay, we don't need any
There's
more
a pic of the dentist if you want.
Look at the dentist, by the way. So I think I recognize this guy. I think I saw him on Vitaly's Kickstream. No, I didn't, though. I didn't. I'm just saying this looks like the preacher.
I saw him having gay sex at Skankfest.
Oh, this is Jason Ellis. Ian Ellis. Jason Ellis.
Yep.
This is Kanye's dentist.
And I linked
good.
his
Again.
Instagram as well, but since I linked it, he's deleted all the pictures of him off the Instagram. He still has all his client photos.
Oh, really?
But for
Okay.
some reason, he deleted it's like...
So take note, because we're going to have a little talk about watches again today. I had to go luxury watch shopping this week, so I'm pretty much an expert now. Remember, every person you hate has one of these stainless steel watches. These subnormal watches, okay? Keep that in mind. Every bad guy you'll ever meet has got one of those big, heavy, oversized watches on their wrist. Do you have an oversized watch on your wrist too? Are these your idols? So here he is. They've got rings. Look at his ring. And this is Kanye's dentist. Let's go to that.
He's holding a little needle to stick in Kanye's neck.
Oh, yeah, he is holding a little needle. He's holding a little needle. Yeah, you can see it's very thin. That's like that needle that pricked me on that payphone in that gas pump this week. Is that a problem?
Speaking of gas pump, remind me to show you Redbar in the Wild after this.
Great. I was pumping gas the other day, and I go, ooh! And I looked, and there was a big needle sticking in my finger. Mm-hmm. I didn't think anything of it. I just sucked on the needle and threw it away. Then I went to this payphone, and not only did I put the payphone all over my face like this first, but then I grabbed the handle, and another needle was sticking into my hand. I pulled it out, I threw it away, and then I went down on the ground and I put the needle, I swallowed the needle. So I don't know if that's bad or good, but this is what happens to me. Let me show you this TMZ video, right?
Yeah.
Can I do that?
Sure.
Okay.
Kanye.
And I love TMZ. You know, I used to have a job working for TMZ. They fired me for being a pedo. So don't work for them anymore because of what I've done. All right, here they are. I love this guy. Who does he remind me of here? Love this guy. All right, let's watch this and take it seriously because this is what happened to my brother, Kanye West, who we've lost. Okay, it's 4 minutes. Great. Here we go.
Kanye West has a problem, a very serious problem with addiction. According to, and we should say, the person who is saying this is the definition of disgruntled ex-employee, but his former Chief of Staff Milo Yiannopoulos says that Kanye is addicted to nitrous and that he's been using this nitrous gas and that he's getting it from different places. It's not, at least the way Milo is describing it, it's not unlike what we learned
about Michael
Jackson getting doctor shopping, essentially.
Yeah, and the only difference is, and I'm not saying it's right, Michael Jackson was getting propofol because he was an insomniac.
Right.
And this does not seem to be curing anything.
It's more about the rush, the high that you get from using nitrous gas. But, you know, Milo and Kanye have had a long and controversial relationship. Milo recently quit his staff, but has had a lot of things to say about what happened while he was working with Kanye. Now, these are, again, his claims. We don't know that we haven't seen any proof that this is actually happening, but he is making this claim, and
this kind of aligns with an interview that Kanye did with Candace Owens back in 2022, because if the issue is addiction, she was talking about Kanye's propensity for Hennessy. and how Hennessy somehow made him anti-Semitic or brought the anti-Semitism out, and that there was some connection. This sounds bizarre, but welcome to Kanye West's world. This is what happened.
I definitely was drinking when I put up the DEFCON tweet. I definitely, I had, who's I want to say alcohol I had inside me, but I don't know, Hennessy.
What the heck?
I don't, as usual, it's hard to.
Shut the fuck up! I'm high. I'm on N. Show me that tweet. What's this tweet, though, what this is
Go
all from?
to the texts.
The text. Look at this. This is our favorite. This is what inspired the bit. You gotta see. Ooh, I feel.
I literally, you weren't.
I feel digital. Am I moving at a digital pace?
Whoa.
I feel digital. Look at this text. Proof. Thomas Connolly agrees to deliver recreational nitrous oxide. His heavily addicted patient, yay. And here's the text. Look at this. So this is two people on the text thread. This is Dr. Thomas Connolly.
That's the doctor, yes.
This needs to be a long-term goal. Get recreational nitrous legalized. Meanwhile, we master the delivery system with a 2-year head start. Is this Milo?
Yeah.
Surely you are joking. Prolonged misuse of nitrous causes birth defects, problems with B12. Oh, dear. Oh, I wouldn't want to have a 1-minute problem with B12. Oh! There's this other drug that I was on that caused problems with D12. Now, that's a bad drug. That's how Proof got killed. Your spinal cord disintegrates. Why would anyone want to introduce another drug to an already depressed, addicted, demoralized, and apathetic population of dopamine slaves? I don't think you get dopamine from this shit. You get digital. Then Kanye joins the group chat and says this. Can I have the nitrous today? Here, cut to the close-up. Can I have the nitrous today? But Kanye, the spinal cord and the B12. Can I have the nitrous today? Can I have... Oh, can you light nitrous?
Man, that's the hardest. No, don't. Careful.
Can I have the nitrous today? One lucky listener will get this in the mail. Okay?
That's the hardest I've
One
laughed at
lucky
a Kanye
listener will
thing
get
in
this.
months, I gotta say.
And look at this close-up. Did anyone notice this?
Weed about it.
These are for sale. Yeezy.com. Okay, get me out. Get me out. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys again. Thank you so much. Very funny, huh?
Love
and those
it.
canisters were just helium, of course, is just a gag for the show.
Here, if you click the delivery system in my note.
Yeah, delivery system.
Milo's Domin uploaded this video really small.
Milo Dominique.
But you can see, if you zoom in, that's what Dr. Thomas Connolly.
Oh my God!
A vape, a little mini vape.
But then you got
for nitrous.
You got Yeezus, Kanye. I call him Yeezus. You got Yeezus going around going, they try to do me like MJ. Right? He's always talking about, they want to kill me like they did to Jack. But it's like, here's your dentist, and he's created this delivery system for nitrous, which is, I mean, really, wait. Well, I could understand you're sitting here fiddling with this. Believe me, this gets annoying. But this is a good one. If you ever want to do it, get this one. This is plastic, but it's built very well. You don't want those little crackers. When it's 6 a.m. and the hotel room is filled with a cloud of smoke and you're sitting there trying to get one of these in and you got 10 other friends who need one, you don't want to sit there with the drugstore cracker trying to do this. You're going to blow up your whole hand. What you want is this. This is the best one I've ever found. Rather expensive. And you'll see, I do this probably, I don't know, 20, 30 little canisters an hour. I don't know.
Well, maybe you need this. It stands about 10 inches.
Oh, okay. So it's pretty 10 inches. I don't know. That looks like a giant delivery.
At first, I thought it was like a jet pack that you wear, but it looks like it's just a little vape.
I want that, actually. Why don't they sell these on the STEM Player website? Stands about 10 inches. AI-generated handheld nitrous oxide personal use system. I loaded the... AI was the worst thing to happen. True black people. True black people.
Why?
Because they're using it all the time. I loaded the AI with some real N2O2 images and it spit this out. And then Kanye says, if you want the Joe...
I think that's Milo. Okay. I don't know. Well, anyways, I just wanted you to see the delivery system. And then lastly, there's the little video that's been going around of Kanye on the nitrous.
Kanye West sends this to Ryan Garcia. Ryan deletes this.
He's talking to Ryan Garcia! I was hanging out with Ryan Garcia with Bobby Altoff the other day, and we ran into Jelly Roll, and then I looked at my finger and cut to the close-up, and Ryan Garcia cut me.
Oh, no.
Proof. Kanye West sends this to Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia deletes this 9 minutes later. Okay, I hope the Dellverse is following.
Here, wait, I sent you a better one over text that doesn't have the talking over it. I didn't realize.
I love that woman. She's famous. Here it is. Kanye
one...
West. Let's see what happens. I've never seen this.
Ryan Garcia, this I'm on the nitrous.
Oh.
And I was at the dentist
Wait,
office.
Ryan Garcia, this Dre? Yay.
Ryan Garcia, this I'm on the nitrous.
And he's got a mask. Do you see what he's got over his... I mean, that's why he was wearing those masks, so he could do nitrous on the go. Look at this. Look at what he's wearing, like a Bane mask for nitrous. New feature, floating player. New feature, floating player. Oh, new feature, floating player. Oh, it's just a pop-up. Look at Kinesis. And look at this. Is this real?
I guess.
What's happening out there? And then Bianca. Okay, let's see that again.
Ryan Garcia, this I'm on the nitrous. And I was at the dentist office the other day. I was taking a nitrous oxide. I suggested if anybody's like stressed out.
Oh. Insta story from a couple years ago. I'm gonna do. Wait, what did it say? Look at this. And this is. I don't remember this speech.
Taking a nitrous oxide. I suggested if anybody's like stressed out.
I was on nitrous oxide the other day. I suggested if anyone's just. Look at him. God, he's really gotten blacker. He's really gotten darker. His skin is so black. If anyone's just and then look at this one. I'm gonna do free commercial for nitrous oxide. Okay. Very cool. Thank you, Kanye. Thank you, Kim. Thank you.
I saw this tweet the other day from one of those like Patriot 999 Twitter accounts that was saying that Bianca's dad is like a gangster,
a mafia guy, like the leader of the mafia.
Is that true?
Wait, I hope it has nothing to do with. Don't tell me it has something to do with that one city, that one country. What do they love? Albania. It's not Albania based, is it?
I hope not.
Because if I hear that Bianca's father has anything to do with the Albanians, then Kanye is definitely working with the Albanian. Now, this is covered in Windex. Should I put this on my cut?
Oh, no. Does that hurt?
Nothing ever hurts. That was very cool. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kanye. And then we have one of these guys. This is like a guy you'll see on Kanye's Instagram. Someone in our chat just goes, yay, what the fuck? It's like, stop.
Someone goes, thank you, Kanye. Very cool.
Thank you, yes. Now, do you guys all do nitrous oxide? I haven't done it in a while. I think it's bad for your health. And you saw I skipped out on doing that balloon there today. I'd glitch, I'd go nuts if I was on that nitrous today. And it does lower your B12 to a bad place. Take a Flintstones vitamin, you'll be fine.
Guess I forgot to laugh.
Guess you forgot